In business, the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, has begun talks with the United Nations Industrial Development Organization to set up a formal academy to train and equip small business operators with the requisite knowledge to help their day-to-day activities and deepen their contributions to the country's economic growth. The idea, mooted by the Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, at a meeting with the UNIDO delegation led by Jean Bakole, is to develop the operators in the sector through several strategies that will upgrade their production skills and access to credit, help them with link to the market, and deepen their capabilities to service the big industries. The idea was prompted by the high rate of collapse of small businesses that lack the requisite knowledge to survive Nigeria's market realities. Principal Consultant, Wholesome Wing World, Abayomi Kupoluyi, joins me for this and more. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me on your show.
Okay, so first of all, what's your take on this academy, and what specific topic or even skills would be most beneficial to small business owners in Nigeria in the academy?
Yeah, thank you very much. I read through the articles 2 nights ago, and I realized that the ministry is doing their best to make sure that small businesses thrive in the industry, in Nigeria business. And setting up a school, yeah, is good. It will go a long way. Maybe for, for the market woman that sells pepper, that doesn't have the formal education, it will help them to know how to manage the resources, the capital at which they are using to start their business. It's going to go a long way. And for other educated ones that are going to businesses that want to start a business for the first time, yeah, it will be a added knowledge to what they have acquired in the four walls.
Okay, so what's the difference between, what the knowledge that they've actually acquired on the streets, like in the course of, doing their businesses for a number of time, and also, learning from the academy? What makes it different?
The difference is going to be clear because, for them, they usually know how to buy and sell and make profit, But now that there is inflation in the economy, so for example, someone that's producing maybe moi moi, I don't know if you know a food that's called moi moi.
I know moi moi.
The cost of production for that person has gone up. And for the person to be able to adjust to this inflation rate that we are experiencing, maybe he will be thinking if the person increase the product, maybe they might not have much patronage. So what they will be thinking as a layman is to reduce the quantity. And if you reduce the quantity just for them to be able to meet up with their margin profit, the capital at which they put into the business and the profit that they are going to make. So they will be reducing the quantity, and which can also affect, the psychology of the people that, okay, they are not, what they can buy is 100 naira. Instead of them to increase the amount, they reduce the quantity. So there is a shortage of balanced diet in what the consumers are getting. But with this knowledge, they will be enlightened that no matter what comes what may, they have to adjust to the system by increasing. They don't have to reduce the quantity of their production.
All right, well,
rather
thank you
than
for
to.
that. Yes, thank you for that example. Now, we all know that small businesses are actually at the receiving end of the hardship being faced in Nigeria right now. How will the academy take into account, the specific needs and also challenges that are being faced by these small business owners?
Yeah, I think I read in the articles that before they can lend out capital to any small business, they must go through the school. They must pass through this training process. So definitely all the information needed will have been passed, because I don't think if you don't enroll in the school, you can't be entitled to this facility.
All right, so now we've talked about, some of the challenges that these small businesses, face. Now, I would like for you to tell us what are some of the, risks that are facing these small businesses in Nigeria today. That's aside, we have actually mentioned a number of them, inflation, and a couple of them. Some of these challenges, how do you think, aside giving them money, that's the small businesses, how can the academy help, mitigate some of these risks that actually come, or the challenges that is being faced by these small businesses?
Yeah, in tackling the risk, I think we are still evolving.
Aside giving loans, because you just talked about, them, giving loan to small businesses to upgrade their business and everything.
Okay, the risk, there is risk in everything we do. Even sitting here, there is a risk in sitting in this.
What risk is that?
Maybe electric, fire outbreak, or anything can happen. So
we don't pray for that to
always,
happen, though.
yeah, we don't pray for such, but we should. That's why the management must put in place fire extinguisher and every other thing that can help to easily, quench or drown the problem. So for the risk, well, we are still learning and we are still evolving. Even the academy, they don't know what they are going to face. But definitely, when they start...
But isn't that a problem? Because we know Nigeria is known for, coming out with policies, not implementing them. But, should in case they get implemented, then they don't even know how to, manage them successfully in most cases.
Well, number one, we have to be truthful to ourselves in whatever we are doing as a nation and as a people. So if that trust is not there, even if the people are willing to adapt to the new, policy, the government on its own side also has to be, open up enough for the people to trust them and to believe in what they are doing. So by so doing, we can balance both sides.
All right, well, thank you so much, Abayomi Kupoluyi, for taking time and joining me on the news to discuss this. We appreciate you for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.